Hey, Run Junkies, welcome to Runners Without Limits TV. It is Dopey Challenge Training Week 10. We're in double digits now. Excellent. So this morning, I'm out for a 45-minute run. It's Sunday, and I've been tagged by Sisters Run the World to do the RunDisney Tag. Now, I've done this a few times, but the answers seem to always change, especially as we collect medals and race weekends and all that good stuff. So stick around. Let's have some fun this week. All right, so the first question in the Run Disney tag is, how did you first hear about Run Disney? I finally did the math on this. I finally did the calendar math because I had it in my brain that did it at a different weekend. Rock and Roll, Arizona in January of 2014. It was my first marathon. And I walked into the expo and huge Run Disney booth. Nothing really in it, just the huge black backdrop with a silhouette of the running Mickey on it. Now it's interesting. Think about it. January of 2014, literally the weekend before was the very first Dopey Challenge. So I actually saw a couple of folks out there on the race course with the Dopey Challenge shirt, which was kind of fun. So I kind of filed that away because I had other fish to fry at the time. And I did my first Run Disney event in November of 2015, about 22 months after I heard about it. So yesterday there was a cross country meet and the kids had to run up this hill. It was really mean. Second question is, how many Run Disney races have you done? I have done a total of 30 Run Disney races, 6 at Disneyland and 24 at Walt Disney World. I think I've done something like 6 5Ks, 9 10Ks, 11 half marathons, 1 10-miler, and 3 marathons. I'm not sure if the math works out. That's a pretty solid career of Disney. Can't believe that there was a time when I was new to this. Not new to this anymore. Mindy, you're a handful. You are a handful. Today's question for the Run Disney tag is, what is your favorite Run Disney race or race weekend? This one is pretty much hands down my favorite, and it's gonna be Star Wars. I'd only done the one weekend in April of 2019. It was Rival Run. I didn't have the chance to experience the light side versus dark side piece, but the vibe was so laid back. Weather didn't seem to be as much of a factor as usual, and I really enjoyed the whole weekend. So question number 4, what is your favorite park to run through? Come on. I think my favorite park to run through is Animal Kingdom. I think it's the prettiest. I think no matter which race it is, which course it is, the Animal Kingdom park is, I don't know, it's always the most comfortable to me. Now, I will say that a strong second place was the Springtime Surprise 10-mile course through Hollywood Studios. That was pretty darn cool, and I hope they do it again. But I really think that my favorite is going to be Animal Kingdom. All right, so I'm getting ready for my free run with Miko the Wonder Mutt. He's waiting very, very patiently. But one of the questions today in the Run Disney tag is, what is your favorite Run Disney medal? Now, this question was a lot easier to answer earlier in my Run Disney journey. It is definitely getting harder, and I know I don't have quite as many as a lot of my friends do, but this is still a lot. And I will say that the Kessel Run right here, this right here, is always going to be my favorite medal. It's going to take a lot to unseat this guy. So 2019 Kessel Run Challenge. So when they did the virtual, after they put Disneyland races on hiatus, they went virtual for the January one, and they still had the live race in 2019 at Walt Disney World. So I still got this one, which made me super, super happy. So I know it's not officially official, but it's as official as I'm gonna get, because I got my Millennium Falcon medal. I mean, guys, I've got, can we just talk about the Millennium Falcon?
You're thirsty. Okay, better? Here you go. You good boy? Okay. He's a good dog.
All right, so I did a descending ladder workout, which kicked my butt, basically. I'm listening to my regular speed work playlist. I have one, and it has about an hour and 15 minutes worth of songs on it. It's not all Disney music. A lot of it is inspired by or tangent to Disney. But the question here is, what are your top 3 songs on your Run Disney playlist? This is the playlist I'm using. So, top 3 songs. Nothing Can Stop Me Now from the Plane soundtrack. I actually try to keep that one at like toward the end of my workout, or when I'm really doing speed work. The second one is When Can I See You Again from the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack. That one just makes me happy, and it makes me think of my friends. And when I think of my friends, I'm happy. Then the last one is sort of a tie. Again, these are in no particular order because my brain doesn't work that way. Depending on the day and depending on the workout, it's kind of a toss-up. This is how I get more than the allotted number. Okay, Party Up, the Move It, Shake It song, and Immortals from Big Hero 6, but it's Menopause Brain, I can't think of it. Fall Out Boy. All right, those are my top 3 songs. Okay, next question. I'm out for a 45-minute run. Pickups today, it's Thursday morning. And the next question in the Run Disney tag is, do you PR at Run Disney races? I personally have gone for time. I've not intentionally tried to set a PR, although that would have been icing on the cake if it had happened. The most notable example is Wine and Dine 10K of 2021, because the weather was such that it was cold, cooler, rainy, and I had the wind at my back for about 3 miles. So that race, I set my second best 10K of all time. So I have been known, if the conditions are right, and if I'm feeling good, and if it's not a huge thing, like I don't do it during Dopey. I typically try not to do it if I'm doing the last race in a challenge. But yeah, I have been known to do it a couple of times, but otherwise it's it's enjoying the journey and having fun with friends, and it's a nice mixture of both, and it keeps things interesting, uh, especially since I have the altitude advantage. And if the weather cooperates, then I can do fairly well. Right, out for an evening walk. I'm going to earn my Garmin badge tonight, my September walking badge. And I'm going to answer the question. Wait, what was the question? Oh, what characters do you always stop for at a Run Disney event? That's a tough one because I don't stop for a lot of characters. I think it's fun. I think it's fun getting those pictures. But especially during longer races, I find that it busts my groove. Like, I don't like to stop and stand for a long time and then have to get going again. I have found that I don't much care for that. I will stop for characters. Usually if it's something unique, something I haven't seen before, something that might apply to the costume I'm wearing. There is one, there are actually a couple, but the most recent example is going to be during the Tower of Terror 10 miler. I did not stop for Prairie the Platypus, and I wish I had, but that's okay. There will be more characters. Right. I have a 3-hour and 15-minute long run today. It's Friday. And I'm about an hour in already. Next question in the Run Disney Tag is, what's your favorite pre and post race restaurant or meal at Run Disney? Well, pre-race, I like to keep it simple, stick with what I know. Is it Il Fornaio? I think is the Italian place in Epcot. Just, wood-fired pizza. Maybe Trattoria al Forno. Not that I'm really into the massive carb loading, but something that's going to provide a good balance, protein and carbs. Then post-race, that's when I save things like Haleo or California Grill, Flying Fish. Those are really fancy kind of celebration meals. I really like those. Otherwise, I have fairly simple tastes. I just hang out with people who have much more sophisticated palates than I do. And I am not complaining. Next question. What is your favorite costume you've ever worn? That, I think, would have to be the Infinity Gauntlet. From the Superheroes 10K in 2017. Dave and I worked on that. It lights up, it's got a battery pack. I built the whole thing myself, actually showing off seamstress skills that I didn't think I had and have not displayed since. But I was really excited to do that one. So I'm hoping to be able to do it again at some point, but with a right race. So, all right, guys, I will check in with you at home because I'm going to buckle in, get this run finished. I'm going to close it out this week because I've got to get showered and get on with my day. It's actually still Friday and I've got meetings, and I am going to try to enjoy my weekend. There is an upside to having Friday long runs because I feel like I have the whole weekend and a long time to kind of ease back into the week. All right, a couple things happened. It is September 30th, so I earned my Mythical Streaker Challenge from Run the Edge, and these are the badges that you earned. I kind of like, these are the badges you earn. Kind of like these. We have Dryad badge, the Griffin badge, Mermaid badge, Phoenix badge, Unicorn, and Dragon. So I earned all of those, and now I get to open my brag tag for this. These are just fun, just kind of motivators to keep me going through each month and kind of get steps in and all that stuff. So that's the Mythical Streaker. So I'm excited about that. But I also promised myself that when I ever got over half marathon again, I would earn the badge that I purchased from, this was back in, I want to say it was 2020 or 2021. Lasting Commemoratives, I think. They were selling off a lot of their extra medals, and I wanted the whole set of Infinity Gauntlet badges or medals. So this is the Avengers Half Marathon from 2016. That's the medal there. I'm really excited. So I can say that I earned this one today. I'm very happy about that. I kind of like this. Very simple Avengers logo with the Avengers on the back. Everybody except Iron Man, because you can't have Iron Man. You can't have Iron Man on a Disney medal. Why? Because Iron Man is a branded event. So I have one more question from the Run Disney Tag. It's what costume are you most looking forward to wearing? Well, I'm not going to tell you that because my costumes are going to be a surprise. Not to mention, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be. I need to start working that out. So Wine and Dine, I think I have figured out. Dopey Challenge, no idea. None whatsoever. And I'm trying, now that I'm sitting here saying that, I'm trying not to freak out right in front of you. Anyway, but that is the Run Disney Tag. I'm going to leave questions, all of the questions in the description below. And I will also leave who I'm tagging in the description below as well. Problem with these tags is that you know all of the people that have been tagged. So that's okay. I'll figure somebody, I'm going to find somebody and I will figure it out. But anyway, that is going to do it for me today, you guys. It was a great month of training. We are turning it around. We've got October coming. Daylight hours are getting shorter, weather's getting cooler, but it's showing up in paces and how runs feel. The fact that I did 14 miles today really makes me happy. I'm pleasantly surprised by how well this training is going so far, despite its ups and downs. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, remember, you have no